G'day everyone, thanks for joining me in Clearwater on part 5 of my adventure to the Whitsunday Islands. In this video we're going to be travelling from Mooloolaba up to Wide Bay Bar and exploring the inside passage of Fraser Island, known as the Great Sandy Straits. And then we're making a passage to Burnett Heads and out to my bucket list place, which is Lady Musgrave Island. As usual, all the videos unedited, uncut, no second or third takes, so bear with me. I know some of it's a little bit rough. I did lose some footage in the Great Sandy Straits, unfortunately, behind Kingfisher Bay, but however I do have some stills to replace it. Cheers! So, a quick summary of the footage we lost. We crossed the Wide Bay Bar without any incident and spent the night at Gary's Anchorage with beautiful sunsets and a lovely steak on the barbecue. And the next day we explored some shipwrecks in the Ungower region of the Great Sandy Straits. Later it was a stop off at Kingfisher Bay Resort with a 20-kilometre walk to Lake Mackenzie through the sand. We saw some of the local wildlife at Kingfisher Bay Resort, had some sundowners, and then got ready for the rest of the trip. Good morning guys, 17th of June. What's happening? I'm sitting here in the bathroom while Clearwater is sailing herself. We left Kingfisher Bay Resort and we're headed to Wattumba Creek, which is a little lagoon. It's supposed to be really, really nice. Meanwhile, I'm going to take care of business. Okay, beautiful head again. Trimmed the beard. I was looking a bit of a grotty yachty. Anyway, we're just off the midpoint of Fraser Island. So on the west side, we're about halfway up it, or a bit further. And we're heading to Wattumba Creek. Beautiful, beautiful sailing conditions, very gentle breeze right from the side. There's the island in the background. We'll have an explore of Wattumba Creek this afternoon on the paddleboard or maybe the dinghy. Apparently it's got a picnic area. It's a beautiful lagoon, I believe. We'll go and see that and then make some preparations for what we're doing tomorrow, whether we push on to Lady Musgrave Island, 40 nautical miles off the coast, or whether we decide to go to Bundaberg for a better weather window. There's the distillery there to see. There's a flight museum dedicated to Bert Hinkler, one of the first guys that crossed from England to Australia back in the 20s in a bloody propeller plane, old one. So yeah, let's go and check out Wattumba Creek. Rightio guys, before we get to Wattumba Creek, I'm going to rig up my fishing rod. Now, I'll confess, I know sweet FA about fishing. I've found out that Wattumba Creek is really popular for garfish, whiting, possibly mullet, and another type of fish I've forgotten already. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can just use a lure to begin with, and then we'll try some bait and see what happens. I've got a net in case I need to bring anything on board, but already my wife's laughing, going, "You've never brought anything on board." So Laura, have a good laugh at this, and I'll see you at the fry pan when I've got 2 massive fillets of fish in there. The Starlink dish isn't oriented correctly. That's what the software's telling me. So I'm not getting great reception, so I'm just going to use the Allen key to adjust these bolts to try and level it up a bit more. Just ran another speed test on the Starlink software, and yeah, it's about 70 megabytes download and about 20 upload, so that's fine. It can be improved. It needs to be set flatter, but the bracket doesn't really allow for that, so that's plenty of performance for what I need. We'll leave it at that. Okay, hi from Wattumba Creek. It's grey and miserable, and the anchorage is pretty rolly. It means that the wind is making the boat point one way, but the swell is coming in from about 90 degrees to that, so the boat's rocking side to side a lot. Good morning, Wednesday the 18th. Forecast is rubbish. Heavy rain for the Kagari coast or Fraser coast. So it doesn't really make staying here much of an option at Wattumba Creek because exploring in the pouring rain is going to be a nightmare. I'd rather just sail and go to Bundaberg and yeah, we'll get some laundry done, fix the toilet so that it complies with the maritime Queensland laws. Okay guys, had a change of heart. I thought I'd stay here one more night and go and explore Wattumba Creek. What the hell, like getting to Bundaberg and staying there 3 days or 3.5 days just doesn't make any sense. And the weather lifted a little bit, so I think it's now time to just go for it and have a bit of a fun day here, and then we'll have a nice sail there tomorrow anyway. You can see here that waters are nearly inky black. That's all the staining from the organic matter up the stream. So this is obviously low tide. I'm assuming that when it gets flushed with high tide it is beautiful and clear. I've seen this happen before. We'll make our way up the creek, see what we can find. Just going to take a stroll around some of the camping areas. Beautiful spot. So quiet, you can just hear a few birds. Feels very, very isolated, really nice. Excuse the fashion sense. I have none. Look at the size of this stingray. So it's only 1 hour later and the water colour here has completely changed. All that tannin's gone and been replaced by all that lovely fresh water from Harvey Bay. Guys, have a look at the colour of this water. It's insane. You think you're in Fiji or something? Brilliant. I think we're a chance of making it back before the next squall hits. G'day guys, it's 3 AM on the 19th. I've just left Wattumba Creek. It's so rolly in there, the boat's just going left, right. It's impossible to sleep. That's the second night that's happened, so I'm going to head over to Bundaberg. Should be there in about 8 hours. Nice gentle sail, just having a few rain showers as we left. All good. Cup of coffee, get some brekkie on, and get to bed earlier tonight. Although, I think there might be a barbecue at the marina tonight, so I might meet some new people. Hey guys, dawn is breaking. We've got about 20 knots on the beam, so we've got a bit on. Very short, lumpy seas. Yeah, it's pretty exciting actually. Lovely daybreak, big clouds behind me. Let's have a look around. Just running with the jib for the moment. Got plenty of breeze, doing 6.5 knots. Don't need to go any faster. Okay guys, we're seeing 24 and 25 knots consistently now. Thank God we're running. Jesus! Thank God we're running sort of downwind. It's pretty hectic. What am I doing here? This is the view out the kitchen window. Harvey Bay's cranky this morning. And here's the view out the window from the other side of the kitchen, behind the bathroom. We've got some little mountains going on. Forgot to film the entry into this berth. It was quite hair raising. There was so much wind and current blowing. I got some help from a nice cruising couple. That's our berth at the Burnett Heads Marina, or actually Port Bundaberg Marina. Check out the marina complex. Very nice. There's a kitchen over here where apparently there's going to be a barbecue tomorrow night. There's a restaurant there that's open for lunch, I think, but not dinner. Marina office, gift shop. Beautiful spot. Windy as at the moment. Big boatyard over the other side. What's cooking on the good ship Clearwater? Chicken kebabs, rice and vegetables. Laura will be proud. I'm looking after myself. Morning guys, we're still in Bundaberg Marina. We've got another day here. It's Friday. What have we been doing today? Well, you see this thing in my hand? That's the manual flushing. You pull the handle up and down to make the toilet work, and that's not allowed in Queensland. You've got to have a macerating toilet. So the previous owner had a part that replaces this manual pump assembly, and it's been a disgusting job. We've had sewerage and disgusting fecal water everywhere this morning, but we have replaced it with the electric part that was on the boat. I'm going to show you that now. Okay, so there it is. It bolts onto the existing platform where the handle was, just there. And to just flush the toilet, all you have to do is this, but it makes a terrible noise. And then to empty the bowl, bloody noisy, but convenient. So there you go, that's done, and now we comply with the maritime Queensland sewage laws. We can pump that into the holding tank or directly overboard. I'm on my way into Burnett Heads on the scooter, just passing a little man-made harbour here that's completely drained at low tide. There's a small bay here, it's like an anchorage of some sort, the base for the Marine Rescue Bundaberg establishment.
This is the main shopping centre. And a bakehouse, which is good. Morning guys, from the good ship Clearwater. I'm a bit gutted. Had to put the Lady Musgrave plans on hold. Strong wind warnings for the next 2 days and big sea state. Not even the Lady Musgrave Explorer is going out there. So I'm certainly not going to tempt fate and have an uncomfortable anchorage either. So we've left Bundaberg and we're now heading for Pancake Creek. It's a 60 nautical mile passage, but it's with following winds. We do have a strong wind warning. Currently we're under double reefed main and full jib, and we're sitting on 6.1. Our average is just under 6 at the moment. So we should be there around about 4 o'clock hopefully, or before dark anyway. Hi guys, just an update from Bundaberg. Exciting news, the strong wind warning has been cancelled. So I've made a last minute decision to head for Lady Musgrave, which is on the bucket list. Now it's not ideal because it's a late run, so it brings us there in the afternoon with the sun fairly low, and I've got all the coral bommies to get through, and the tide is going to be going in and running in fairly fast. So there's a few things against us, but I reckon it's my only chance. I'm going to give it a go. If necessary, I think there's a public mooring outside the reef that I can grab for the evening. I don't think anybody else will be out here. So let's give it a go and hope for the best. I hope I'm not doing the wrong thing. It's really hard to know, but with the cancellation of that strong wind warning, the seas shouldn't get as big as they were forecast to. Bit of a crazy feeling. This is a first. I'm completely out of sight of the mainland. Got about 23 miles to go to the island, but I cannot see mainland Australia. So I haven't been in that situation before. And it's also the solstice. So good one, Milo. You picked the shortest day of the year to go to an island where you need light to get into the entrance. Well done. what it's like trying to steer in a blow. Bit of a handful sometimes. But a lot of fun. It's nice when you get the calm moments interspersed with craziness. Like here's a gust coming up. Look at that wave coming in. It's beauty. We've got a squall coming in behind us. I'm going to have to shorten sail. We're 10 miles away, but don't want to get hammered by this thing behind us. It's bringing in a lot of wind in front of it, I think. This totally has to have been the most epic sail of my life. We topped out on a wave at 11.9 knots. I filled the Genoa at the moment because we're close to the island. We're only about 2 miles away, or 2.5 miles. I've got to radio Marine Rescue Bundaberg. Apparently there's a black spot behind the island. So I think you can see the distance, I'll show you. It looks far away, but it really isn't. Got to go right round the back of it. The coral entrance is the next challenge. It's not great light to be able to see the edges, and it's high tide, so it's even more obscured. It's actually better at low tide. But you get what you get. You don't get upset. Going to try and make a go of it, and if all else fails, hopefully the courtesy mooring outside the island, the sheltered side, is available and free. Look guys, you've got a rainbow. Maybe it's a good luck sign. Hopefully, I'll believe anything at the moment. Not gonna lie, conditions are less than ideal. Fuck, it's a confusing place. The entry to Lady Musgrave is up ahead. I've got to go through this reef passage. It's high tide. It looks like there's no reef, but there is on both sides. So let's try and film it. Shit, I'm shitting myself basically. It's late afternoon, I've got to get in there. But it looks horrendous in there. Anyway, that's what we get. We've come out here, let's do it.
Guys, that was brutal getting that mooring. What was that, 4 or 5 attempts? And it's so freaking heavy, that rope. Doesn't fit around any of the cleats. You got to use your own mooring line through the eye. So anyway, that was really brutal. You saw how long it took. Pity on you, brutal to watch all that as well. But look, we're here. It's going to be a rough night on the mooring, but there's the island. Woohoo! The sun's setting. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. Yeah, come on, baby. Ah, there she is. Get the sun setting on her. Look at that. Whoa. Awesome. Be seeing you tomorrow, Lady Musgrave. Good morning from Lady Musgrave. Hopefully the wind's going to ease off a little bit later. It's absolutely stunning. The island's not that far away. It's about 400 metres from where I am. Unfortunately, I've still got to do a little bit of work this morning, catch up on a few things after the long sail yesterday. Got a little bit of a job to do for a client in Melbourne, and also the Sydney website maintenance. So a couple of hours here, and maybe I'll work on the next video, which could be an exciting one with the sail and the entry into Lady Musgrave. Looking forward to doing that one. Let's go on the paddleboard to the island. It's pretty windy, but I think we can do it. Getting back's going to be hard though. Okay guys, let's go. I think there's a channel. Oh, I'm still stuck on the boat. That would help if I took the leg rope off. Oh Jesus, I have to edit this out. Oh, this is just spectacular. I feel like Tom Hanks in Castaway. There's nobody here. Wilson! Oh. So this island is part of the Capricornia Cays. I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. It was named after Lady Eliza Musgrave, who was the wife of the Queensland Governor. A guy named Captain Bunker named it after her.
And he's responsible for being the person named for the bunker group of islands. He's the captain it's named after. So we're in the bunker group of islands, the most southerly in the Great Barrier Reef. Snorkel in this little lagoon, but I think this is the place. Wow. Check this out. Guys, this has been a dream of mine to get onto this island for years and years. And it's finally happening. I'm so stoked. I hope you can hear it over the wind noise. Just so happy to be here. I feel so lucky. It's absolutely beautiful even at low tide. I think we're entering the Pisonia forest. Yeah, I can see some bird droppings. And looking for nests on the ground. Ah, yeah, there's plenty of burrows on the ground I can see. So the burrows are from the shear waters. You can see what they do. Make a shallow tunnel up to 2 meters long. There's lots of burrows here. Nice to be out of the wind. Oh no, this is a sad story. Apparently the Pisonia trees have a sticky sap, and when some of the noddies build nests in them, they get stuck to the Pisonia sap and die. And we're not to interfere with any struggling noddy. Reminds me of the Shrek movie, when Lord Farquaad says, "Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make." This is our turtle nesting area, the barrier from the forest to the beach. But I don't think we're going to see any action here. It's normally between November and May that they nest. Turtle watching with care. So you can see the hatchlings and all sorts of things. Oh, it'd be awesome to be here then. This goes back out onto the beach. I think it must do a loop. Wow, look at the reef. Oh, it's incredible. I think you must just walk around the beach from here on. Say so. Eagle soaring just there, and this is the light tower that I can see from the boat at night. Now we're on the western, much more protected side of the island when there's trade winds. And truth be known, there's a courtesy mooring outside the lagoon on this side of the island that's actually calmer than anything in the lagoon. I suppose you've got to have the full lagoon experience though, don't you? Risk life and limb and your boat to cut through a narrow reef, and then survive trying to anchor it and bob up and down all night. It's great fun. Holy shit, there's a reef shark out there. I was thinking of snorkeling out here. Somebody told me not to, and I can see why. Just there in the centre of the frame now. just skirting around the campground. There's nobody here camping. Even the ferry that brings everybody out here to the snorkeling area and to the aquarium and floating hotel isn't coming out. It's too rough.
Okay guys, it's my final day at Lady Musgrave. It's about 11:30 and gonna go snorkeling. The wind has calmed down to about 15 knots. There she is, Clearwater in her beautiful mooring. Look at the colour of the water. So the plan is, while we're tied off to this mooring just behind me, with the leash on the wonderful King's stand-up paddle boards, we're just gonna head out to this reef just over here. Just in front of us. It's nice and close. Get back to the board if I need to in a hurry. So good start since I'm alone anyway. All right, let's do this. This is the tried and tested Jacques Cousteau method of anti-fogging your goggles. Put a big goober in there. Rinse it around. Bit of salt water and they should stay fog free.
just want to say how lucky I am and thankful for the opportunity to come out here and experience this little piece of paradise in Australia off the East Coast mainland. The sun's setting, it's my last night here. Tomorrow we'll sail to Pancake Creek for more adventures. That's about a 40 nautical mile sail, and looks like it's going to be a lovely day for it. So time for a rest, make some dinner, and just reflect on the beauty of the nature around me and what I've been so lucky to experience.
If you made it to the end of the episode, thanks for staying with us, family and friends. In the next episode, we're going to be sailing to Pancake Creek, where we explore the Busted Head Historic Lighthouse, and then we sail to Hummocky Island and stay there for a very rolly night, and then spend a couple of days on Great Keppel Island doing some more snorkeling, then into Roslyn Bay Marina for resupply, and up to Pearl Bay, where I currently am. Absolutely stunning anchorage. Can't wait to show you that one, guys. Thanks. See you next time.